In a striking turn of events, President Donald Trump fired back at Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, placing blame on Ukraine for the ongoing war with Russia. As tensions rise over the administration's secretive negotiations with Moscow, Trump's remarks have ignited further controversy, particularly as Ukraine finds itself excluded from the very talks that could determine its future. Welcome to In the Know News, where we bring you the facts that matter. Reports indicate that U.S. and Russian officials convened in Saudi Arabia to discuss a potential resolution to the war, leaving European allies and Ukraine sidelined. Trump, appearing dismissive of Zelensky's frustration over not being invited to these critical discussions, mocked the Ukrainian leader as a poor negotiator, even going so far as to call him grossly incompetent. He argued that Zelensky should have resolved the war long ago, stating, "You should have never been there. You should have never started it. You should have made a deal." However, this remark blatantly overlooks the fact that it was Russia that invaded Ukraine 3 years ago in an unprovoked attack. Trump's stance signals a major shift in U.S. policy, one that appears to prioritize improving relations with Russia over maintaining strong support for Ukraine. This has sent shockwaves across Europe, with leaders fearing that Kiev's most crucial ally is now focused on pushing a settlement that could come at Ukraine's expense. Adding to the tension, Trump confirmed that he wants Ukraine to hold elections as part of any peace agreement, even as the country remains under martial law. He pointed to Zelensky's declining approval ratings, claiming, "The leader in Ukraine, I hate to say it, but he's down at 4%, and the country's been blown to smithereens." Yet, recent polling contradicts this assertion, showing that Zelensky still retains majority support among Ukrainians. The president also refuted the idea that demanding elections in Ukraine was a Russian agenda, insisting, "That's not a Russia thing. That's something coming from me and a lot of other countries also." Meanwhile, Trump suggested that Ukrainians themselves are exhausted and eager for an end to the war, a statement that does not align with the resilience displayed by Ukraine's population. The shock and disappointment among Ukrainian officials are further compounded by reports that the U.S. has proposed taking half of Ukraine's rare earth mineral rights as repayment for past aid, without offering future security guarantees. These developments raise serious concerns about America's long-term commitment to Ukraine's survival. With negotiations ongoing and geopolitical stakes at an all-time high, the world is watching to see what happens next. Will Ukraine be forced into a deal that undermines its sovereignty, or will European allies step up to counterbalance these shifting priorities? One thing is clear: this conflict is far from over. Stay tuned to In the Know News for more updates on this developing story. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest in global affairs.